Hello. Welcome to ECOMMERCE Expert. If you are new here, please subscribe, and those who haven't too. If you're planning to release an ECOMMERCE store or app, you've probably already heard of the importance of mobile optimization. But how can you tell if your site is truly optimized? And how can you improve it? The mobile ECOMMERCE market is growing faster than the rest of the digital marketplace. So if your company doesn't have a mobile optimized storefront yet, now's the time to get your product on the go. But with so many options available, how can you ensure that your store will cater to this new demographic? In this video I will teach you 5 hacks to help you optimize your design for mobile users. According to our research, fully 100% of consumers expect their ECOMMERCE sites to be optimized for mobile. Yet, some of you are still rocking non-responsive themes or using text-heavy designs that don't take advantage of responsive web design. It's time to act on your customers' needs, and make mobile optimization a priority. Taking your mobile ECOMMERCE site to the next level can be a challenge. ECOMMERCE sites, especially mobile ones, are constantly evolving to better serve consumers and businesses alike, and optimizing a site for mobile is no exception. As more people shop on their phones or tablets than on desktops, it's important to pay attention to how your site looks and feels on smaller screens. The new way of shopping is getting smarter every day. In order to keep up with this trend, it's important to understand how mobile consumers interact with websites and apps. When you're designing a mobile ECOMMERCE site, it's easy to get distracted by all the shiny new features. But sometimes, it's good to take a step back and review how your design is actually performing and optimized for success. Here are 5 ways to maximize the performance of your mobile ECOMMERCE design. Step 1. Use a fixed navigation. Users should never have to scroll horizontally to find what they want on the page. If you don't have enough space on the page to include a fixed navigation bar or sidebar menu, consider rearranging the placement of your products or using a drop-down menu instead of links on the main product pages. Having a fixed navigation bar at the top of each page. This way, users don't have to scroll down as far to get where they want to go, and can continue searching for what they need without having to leave the screen. This will take up valuable screen space but keep your users from getting lost in a sea of links. A lot of companies want their mobile sites to be mobile optimized, that is, designed specifically for the small screen with limited space for navigation. However, if your navigation is too small or cramped, it can be difficult for users to find what they're looking for. Instead, consider using a fixed navigation bar at the bottom of your site that doesn't rely on scrolling but still provides quick access to popular sections of your site. For example, by placing links to product categories under each category header, you give users quick access while keeping important information front and center. Step 2. Put a sticky Add to Cart button below the fold. Placing a sticky button at the bottom left corner of each product image will encourage customers to add items to their carts without ever having to leave the page, thus increasing conversion rates. This type of button works best when it includes the item price, name, quantity available and an add to cart call to action. So if your user scrolls down, they still know where to go next. Having a fixed navigation bar at the top of each page. This way, users don't have to scroll down as far to get where they want to go, and can continue searching for what they need without having to leave the screen. Step 3. Use real photography for your product variants. If you're running a business of any kind, you probably use variants in some capacity. Maybe you sell the same dress in multiple sizes or colors, maybe you offer multiple configurations of the same product, like iPhone XS in 2 storage capacities. This will make it easier for a customer to compare products and actually see what they're getting. If the user is interested in the color or size options for your product, this will make them more likely to buy than just seeing text that tells them about those options. This will make your product pages look more professional, and keep customers from being confused about which shade of red they're looking at. Step 4. Position your product photos front and center. Position your product photos front and center, so that they're the first thing people see when they load your mobile store. This is an easy way to show off your products, and customers can get a clear idea of what they're clicking on without having to read too much text or scroll very far down the page. This can also help if you have a lot of text-heavy content, because it allows the customer to focus primarily on visuals. Plus, customers who are able to see what they're buying are more likely to buy it. Step 5. Minimize use of text on product pages. This gives way more room for you to show off your products and also makes it quicker for mobile users to find what they want and get back to browsing. Make sure that any additional information is concise, written in an easy-to-read fashion, and relevant to making a purchase decision, such as shipping information. Minimize your use of text on product pages, as this will allow for a more seamless shopping experience on mobile devices. When you do have to use text, try using a font size that's slightly larger than others on the page, so that important information stands out. You can use short blurbs and add links to detail pages so that customers who want more information have options, but don't force them to read paragraphs if they don't want to. Using fewer words actually made our site easier to navigate. The e-commerce industry is growing at an incredible rate, and that's creating new opportunities for anyone interested in selling their products. But developing an e-commerce site isn't easy, and you can end up paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to make sure your site is optimized for mobile devices, which are now responsible for 68% of e-commerce traffic. In order to ensure that your e-commerce site is compatible with all devices, implement the above tips and thank me later. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share our video.